Do you notice anything familiar? Oh, these are the problems I just had you do on those whiteboards. So as I look around the room, I see some people saying that number 13's answer is 73, and I have some people telling me the answer is 107. Up here, I really appreciate that group 1 showed a lot of their thought process. So group 1 said, because vertical is the same. Are these two angles vertical? Do you agree with that? Okay. And if you look at what we wrote on page 4, what did we write about vertical angles? They're congruent, which means they're the same. So if we have vertical angles, then those measures are going to be the same. So yes, thank you, group 1, for your efforts. 107 is the right answer. Okay? Vertical means we have the same measure. Okay? If you messed up, it's okay. I didn't give you a lot of direction. Okay? Now you know you need to look for, if there's vertical, make them the same measurement. Okay? Now, in number 14, what kind of angles are these? They are complementary. We know that because there's the box. Okay? So, I don't see a ton of people who showed their work. Oh, look at group 7 over here. Group 7 wrote 71 plus x equals 90. If we have complementary angles, we know they're going to add up to be 90. So, how do you get x? What do you do with the 71? Subtract it from 90. And when we do that, it looks like we get 19. Okay. Okay. Now, in number 15, these two make a straight line. So how do we describe them? We describe them as supplementary. And because they are supplementary, okay, group number 6 back here wrote x plus 142 equals 180. If we have supplementary angles, we know they should add to be 180. Okay, so what do we do with the 142? Yeah, you do. Yeah, we got to subtract it over. So when we subtract over 142, what's 180 minus 142? What? Okay. Now, I see some interesting things for number 16. I see some partial answers. Okay. So, what is true about y and 54? What kind of angles are those? And what did we say about vertical angles? Okay, they're the same. So this means that y is 54. Some of you figured that out and then panicked. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is a line, right? Okay, so we have the vertical angle relationship with 54 and y, but what's true about, that was a terrible line. What's true about angle 54 and angle X? Angle 54 and angle X, they make a straight line. They're supplementary. So if I want to find angle X, I know that X plus 54 is 180. Okay, so help me out. What's 180 minus 54? What do you say? 126, is he right? Landon is not sure if he's right. He's right? Okay. Okay, well, if we know that X is 126, does it help us with anything else? What's true about angle X and angle Z? They're the same. Why? Because they're vertical. So Z is also 126. Oh, shoot. So not so bad, right? Not so bad. Okay, we're going to do 2 more problems. Are you ready? In number 17, it says RST is 112. How do we figure out what X is? It's telling me RST is 112. How do we figure out what X is? What do we do, Ellie? Okay, we know that when we add X and 87, they should add up to be 112. So Ellie's saying, hey, we need to subtract the 87 from the 112. And what would we get? $25. All right, would you rather do 19 or would you rather do 20? Which one looks like we should probably do it? All right, I hear 20. Okay, we have 4 different measurements to find. There's one that is a really quick thing. It doesn't take any computation at all. What is it? W and what? 34. Okay, so we'll get to that. That takes a little bit of math. There's 2 that take 0 math. Y. What is Y? 34. Y is 34 because we have vertical angles. Y is 34. So we're vertical. Okay. There's another one that doesn't take a whole lot of work. Huh? I'm not ready for Z. X. This is a box right here, meaning what? 90 degrees. This is making a straight line, right? So we know that X and 90 are going to add up to be 180. Well, what does that mean X is? 90 plus what equals 180? 90. All right, Red, let's come back to W. What do we know about W and 34? Okay, this box means W and 34 are complementary. They add up to be 90 degrees. So if W plus 34 is 90, and we minus that 34 over, what is W? You guys are killing me. 56, thank you. Okay. All right, and then the last one we need to find is Z. What is true about Z and 34? What is true about Z and 34? They add up to be 180. They're supplementary. So that means when we take 180 minus 34, we get 146, right? Okay, your job is to finish page 6, but I'm giving you a little gift. Cross out 14 to 19.